Mitt Romney responding to charges he was a bully while in prep school. Good morning, Paul Lindman. Scott Lynn with you on the morning update. 5 of his high school classmates came forward to make this charge yesterday. Let's bring in Stephen Portnoy, political correspondent for ABC, who's following the story for us this morning. Stephen, this first appeared in a Washington Post article, I believe.
It did, just yesterday, Paul, and it's about what happened in 1965 at a posh prep school outside Detroit, the Cranbrook School, where Mitt Romney was a senior in 1965, the son of the governor. And it's alleged that in 1965, Mitt Romney carried himself in a certain way that, he now refers to as hijinks and pranks, but one prank in particular has stayed in the minds of some of the young men who have gone on to become professionals, a lawyer, a dentist, a high school principal, all these things. And they say to the Washington Post that they remain troubled by what happened in that year, 1965, where Mitt Romney led a group of about a dozen young men and targeted a younger boy who was believed to be gay, who had long, bleach blonde hair that draped over one eye, a style that was outrageous for 1965 and certainly for this posh elite school. And Mitt Romney, it's alleged, decided that he would take a pair of scissors, hold the boy down, and with tears in the boy's eyes as he screamed, Romney would cut the boy's hair. Now, you could call it a prank, and Mitt Romney has, and he says he doesn't remember, actually, this particular incident. But other people say that they've never been able to forget about it. And it's been 50 years, and it's just being reported now. But it plays into, I think, the conversation we've been having in the country today about bullying. There's a difference now between our culture in 2012 and 1965. But this is an issue that Mitt Romney will continue to be asked about until he, I think, addresses it more directly than he has so far.
Why does it come up now? I mean, there are those who are suspicious about the timing of it, coming on the heels of President Obama's announcing his support of same-sex marriage.
You know, it appeared in the Washington Post just yesterday, and I can't speak to how or why that happened. I can tell you that it's clearly a story. It's a lengthy story, and clearly one that they had been working on for several weeks, if not months. There are a number of individuals named in the piece on the record, which suggests that this one reporter who worked on it spent a long time interviewing all these people. Now, why they ran the story yesterday, the day after President Obama made his announcement on gay marriage, I don't know. But that's a question for the Washington Post. All I can tell you is that it is a story in American politics now, and for no other reason that it rings a certain way in all of us. I mean, we all remember our formative years in high school, and it matters to each of us in a unique way. And not to say that this is how Mitt Romney would behave today, and certainly what he could tell you is that in the 50 years since, he's gotten married, become a leader in his church, a leader in his community, a leader in his business, a leader in his state, and now he hopes to lead the country, and that he would never carry himself the same way that he did when he was 18. But when we elect a president, before we do, we examine the totality of his or her life, and that's every facet of it. And right now, we're finding out for the very first time what those years were like at this elite prep school when Romney was the son of the governor.
Other than saying he doesn't remember this particular instance, what is Romney saying about this report?
He's saying that he is sorry if he went over the line with some of his pranks, but he has not directly addressed this one particular incident that has haunted some of the participants. I mean, we spoke yesterday with one man who's now a lawyer who says that if what he remembers so vividly was, in his mind, he believes it was an assault, and that he was there, he saw Romney holding the scissors, and he's never been able to forget it. And there are people who question why Romney says he doesn't remember. I spoke with one man yesterday who said, if all of these people are remembering this so vividly, how could the guy with the scissors forget?
We all did stupid things in high school, and that's one of the things Mitt Romney said in defense. Curious that this is making the rounds, and we will continue to follow it with your help. Stephen Portnoy, ABC correspondent. Stephen, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.